ePortfolio is a graduation requirement for students getting an AA, AS, AFA, AES, or AGE degree, as well as for some AAS degrees beginning with spring 2016 graduation. Students will create an ePortfolio on Canvas with sections for a cover letter and graded work for each of the 5 general education goals: critical thinking, effective communication, information literacy, ethical awareness, and technological literacy. 5 separate graded works will be in the ePortfolio. The cover letter will allow students to reflect on their work at MCC and to discuss how their submission reflects their achievements. The ePortfolio is submitted to the Graduation ePortfolio course on Canvas, just like any other assignment. Once the link to the ePortfolio is submitted and checked by the college, the requirement is complete. The college will analyze the contents of the ePortfolio after graduation in order to assess student work and make improvements. Points to remember. You must place 5 items in your ePortfolio. Each item must represent your best work in one of MCC's 5 general education goals. You must write a cover letter that explains how your work represents these goals. Only graded work is allowed for the graduation ePortfolio. Save more than 1 item for each goal, and when applying for graduation, the extra items can be discarded. MCC General Education Goals. Critical thinking. Identify, define, analyze, synthesize, interpret, and evaluate ideas. Information literacy. Locate, evaluate, and use resources effectively. Effective communication. Develop, articulate, and convey meaning. Ethical awareness. Identify and make responsible choices in a diverse world. Technological literacy. Purposefully integrate technology toward an educational goal. How to make an ePortfolio. Log on to Canvas and click on your name on the upper right of the screen. Once you are at your personal page on Canvas, go to the navigation bar on the left and click on ePortfolios. Click Create an ePortfolio. For the ePortfolio name, type in your first and last name and Graduation ePortfolio. Then, click on the Make an ePortfolio button. You need 6 sections, including a cover letter and the 5 general education goals for MCC. The 5 general education goals are critical thinking, effective communication, information literacy, ethical awareness, and technological literacy. On the left side navigation bar, go to Organize Sections. Click on Add Section. For section name, type Cover Letter. Click on Add Section. For section name, type Critical Thinking. Click on Add Section. For section name, type Effective Communication. Click on Add Section. For section name, type Information Literacy. Click on Add Section. For section name, type Ethical Awareness. Click on Add Section. For section name, type Technological Literacy. Click on Done Editing when the 6 sections are complete. Next, add graded work to each of the 5 general education categories. Click on Critical Thinking. Click on Edit this page on the right side of the screen. Type a name for the page, such as the same name as the general education goal, then click Save Page. On the right-hand side is a list of options. Add content. These options are rich text content, text files, HTML embedded content, like embedded YouTube videos, course submission, work from a Canvas course submission, and image file upload, work stored on your computer or external memory. Rich text content places a text box on the page. Work can be typed directly into the text box or copy-pasted. When the work is entered into the text box, click Save Page at the bottom. HTML embedded content allows for embedded video or audio files, as well as HTML content, to be on the page. Copy-paste the embedded link or the HTML code into the text box and click Save Page at the bottom. Course submission allows for graded work and other Canvas courses to be placed on the page. Choose the work and click Save Page at the bottom.